This is absolutely incredible. I don't even know where to start. There's just so many.
56 tow truck, Japan. Really nice original FJ55 out of Canada. BJ70 soft top, BJ70 television, another 70, LJ71, BJ71, BJ73.
I mean, I'm like a kid in a candy store here. This is amazing. I'm Eric Bizek, the owner and founder of JDM Legends in Salt Lake City, Utah. I import and restore vintage Japanese vehicles. When you get underneath it, you really see exactly why they're so good. They're cool cars. But what's currently got my interest is the Land Cruiser. Well, that's the thing, man. The Toyotas, they last. That's why people like them. That's why I like them. So I'm here at the Land Cruiser Heritage Museum. Never thought I would see so many together in one place. This is wild. To learn a little bit more about this new fascination of mine.
Good morning, Eric.
Hey.
Welcome to the museum. I'm Dan.
Dan, Eric, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, too.
This is absolutely incredible. Dan is basically the encyclopedia of Land Cruisers. You know, being a little bit new to the Land Cruiser scene, I think he's the guy that's really gonna kind of show me the ins and outs and all the differences in all the different models, and I'm really excited to learn everything I can. I really didn't know what to expect, and this is, I mean, I'm blown away, I'm speechless. As far as I can see, there's Land Cruisers all the way down. So first of all, you walk through the door and the building is incredible. It's an old foundry that's just provides the perfect backdrop for all the generations of Land Cruisers they have here.
This is the oldest vehicle in the collection. This is a 1953 BJT Toyota Jeep. If you look at it, it has some the characteristics of a Jeep, but it's a lot of Toyota too. It's got much bigger axles, a lot larger. The frame is much heavier. It's a 4-speed transmission. This was the birth of what was to become a Land Cruiser. This was a 1-ton truck chassis, is what they started with.
It's the first one, and it's incredible that you have one here.
There's about a half a dozen of these left in the world.
Really?
Yeah.
Everything from restored Land Cruisers to true survivors, and it's just really incredible to see all the different variations and models that Land Cruiser has produced throughout the years.
1981 HJ47 ambulance, St. John's ambulance, operated by St. John's in Australia, and a Superior ambulance company in Brisbane built the coach.
Okay.
The actual
So that's all
body.
custom built to this.
Correct, yeah. It's got a Thomas winch, which is an Australian brand winch. The reason that the Land Cruiser was chosen as a basis for the ambulance is because it's got the ability to get into the nasty places,
yeah,
and get you back out in one piece safely and reliably,
yeah,
without and they didn't have to do anything special to the drivetrain to have it perform that way. That's just inherent in the base vehicle, which is why they picked it.
This is something when you're truly in a life or death situation in a place like that.
Yeah.
It's been very interesting to see all the different variations from all the different Land Cruisers from all parts of the world. And it just, you know, blows my mind how versatile of a machine this really is. And the one thing they all have in common is that they were all used for kind of the same purpose. These people needed these cars to be reliable, and they needed something they could trust.
If I remember correctly, Brazil was the first country where Toyota had a manufacturing plant outside of Japan, where they actually assembled vehicles for a domestic market. And they built the Land Cruisers, called them a Bandeirante, which is a Portuguese word that I believe has something to do with exploring or being an explorer.
Well, it's really cool to see how this all came about, right? Something that you guys have created where, you know, people will come from all over the world, right? And know that you have this collection here, and that's how you find some of these incredibly rare and unique models.
That's how some of the vehicles that we have actually, we've been able to get a hold of them and find them, is they have actually found us. People reach out more often than you think and say, hey, I've got one of these, and are you interested in adding it to your collection? A Land Cruiser is not an automobile. It's not transportation. It is it's a family member. It's a lifestyle.
Yeah.
One of the things that we do here at the museum annually is that we have an event here that's called Cruiser Fest. We have a large open house where we've got We have keynote speakers, guest speakers. We have our local Land Cruiser club, Wasatch Cruisers, puts on a show and shine out on the north end of the property here, where local cruiser heads bring their Land Cruisers out for a car show at the museum site that day. And we have food trucks here, and it's just real cool. We have about 500 people here.
Wow, and I'm assuming they come from all over the country, right, to do something like this?
Yes. We've had some international visitors too, believe it or not.
So being here today has been really a truly eye-opening experience for me to see just how cherished the Land Cruiser is and how worldwide of a phenomenon this car really is and how important they are to so many different people in so many different parts of the world. You know, we see some of these cars as maybe just modes of transportation, but the Land Cruiser has really proven to be more than that. This is more of just an entire collection of people that have come together to make this happen. Well, Dan, man, I can't thank you enough. I was kind of new to this whole Land Cruiser thing, and I'm all about learning stuff, and I couldn't ask for like somebody more knowledgeable than you. So,
well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Thanks so much for having me.
I really appreciate you coming to see us, and don't stay away.
I'm standing next to the car that's been around the whole entire planet.
The road went right, and the Caravan went left, and a couple of these 8,000-pound 78 Land Cruisers wound up just kind of sinking in that gooey mud.